You want your children to be happy, you want them to be fulfilled, you want them to have all of the things in life, but at its very core, like, you want them to live. My name is Bizzy Phillips. Been an actor my whole life. I'm a writer, I'm a mother, and an activist. My own baby, who's now almost 14, is queer and non-binary. This is LGBTQ Nation's Authentic Voices of Pride, presented by Chevrolet. Some of my first memories of hearing about the gay community was the AIDS epidemic and ACT UP. My mother, her best friend from high school, died of AIDS in the early 80s. It was always a thing that was talked about in a way that was like there was nothing unusual about it. I have many friends who are gay and trans, and that was just a thing that was in our home. And then also my kids were born in Los Angeles. Birdie is like precocious and was preternaturally verbal. Birdie asked a lot of questions, and we just always tried to meet the kid with as honest of an answer as we had, and then would ask them back, like, do you get it? Birdie's always just been so uniquely themselves. Birdie came out when they were 10. It was really sweet because Birdie said, there's a word that I am. I know what the word is. And I was like, oh my gosh, you have a word? That's so great. What's the word? And Birdie said gay. And I was like, well, that's a great word. I love it. They felt like a big relief from it. And then Birdie's like identity as non-binary, they, them pronouns. That came a couple years later. They said, you know, I really feel like this, and I'm non-binary, and I would like my pronouns to be they, them. And I'm like, okay, that sounds great. And I have to say, like, I just was less aware of non-binary, what exactly it meant. The pronoun thing was tricky. And I think that the moment of growth for me was the self-education. Like, I gotta figure this out on my own, and I have to do research, and I have to read books and take in what it means, and also challenge myself and my own ideas about what gender is. If you feel like your outside doesn't match your inside, it can be a real mind trip, you know, for anyone, any human, especially like a young person who's trans or non-binary. So the pronouns thing is like such a no-brainer to me. And it's also like everyone should just practice. We can all do better. You have to actively talk to people about and change hearts and minds or whatever. Like, you have to really continually have conversations with people about how we all deserve to like live the life we want to live and raise our kids, keep them alive and raise them to be the best versions of themselves that they can be. My message to LGBTQIA trans kids, you're loved and you're deserving of love and deserving of living a life that is yours and that reflects who you are. Like, I want to know who you are. I don't want to know what society wants to put on you. It's not for me to tell you who you are or anyone. You get to decide that. Please consider supporting PFLAG National, the nation's first and largest organization supporting LGBTQIA+ youth, their families, and allies. And for every donation, Chevrolet will match it up to $25,000. Do it.